Welcome back to my classes, or welcome to my Raw Power Yoga. It's me and Marilee again. We're becoming a serious duo at this point. I have not really been addressing the COVID-19 because I just think that it's already deep enough and we're experiencing it enough daily. But I do want to take a moment to say that I hope that everyone is staying healthy, everyone is staying home at this time. There's so many ways that you can do your practice at home on your mat, so give yourself that gift. And let's see what comes up for us tonight. Also, I do want to say we're going to do some balance work with a weighted ball. You can have 1, 2, 3 pound weighted balls. If you don't have any weights at home, you can use a free weight. You can use a bottle of water. And Marilee was saying earlier that that's a nice way of where the water swishes and then it kind of like throws you off balance a little more. The whole idea is to get you unstable so that you have to recruit those little muscles that we don't recruit all the time to stabilize. So it's just a little bit of fun added into our regular practice. If you don't love it, you can do it without standing on a block, and you can do it without weight, so it's totally up to you. Okay, so Mare, let's lie flat back on your mat, please. And we're just gonna lie all the way on the length of your mat, scoot yourself long, reach your arms overhead, stretch your toes, reach through the fingertips, take a big breath in, grab one hand to one wrist overhead as you exhale, and then breathe in and pull up through that shoulder. And as you exhale, reach a little bit to the opposite side. So it's just gonna be a little pull. We're not looking for a lot of movement here. We'll come back center, switch the grip, breathe it in as you exhale, reach it a little bit to the other side, and then take it side to side. So just as far as it feels good, pulling out of the shoulders. And then we're gonna take the arms across the body. So reach your right arm up to the sky. Yeah, and then sweep it across your chest and pull through that. You can grab onto that forearm, you can cross it down, so whichever feels better. Now I want you to drop that shoulder, that right shoulder, away from your ear a little bit. And we'll sweep it across to the other side. Go ahead and catch on, give yourself a little pull. And then reach the arms straight up towards the ceiling over your chest. Wrists are over the shoulders. We're just gonna move through the wrists a little bit, nice circular motion. And then we'll hug the knees up into your chest. Go ahead and take both knees in, pull them in real strong, find a little rock side to side. And then one hand on each knee, we'll straddle them out wide, point through the toes and flex the feet, and then point it out and flex it back. Big circles, we're going both directions, just some movement in there. And keep pulling the knees up strong towards your chest and let your knees come away from each other. Yes. And then go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together and we'll drop the feet into the floor, let the knees drop out to the side. And then just relax through your arms. So let your arms drop wherever they feel comfortable. Release through your shoulders. And we're gonna start the Ujjayi breathing, so the full deep inhales and exhales that we're taking through the nose, travels through the glottis, little kind of horseshoe-shaped bone that's right here, and it's an audible breath. So once you start to get a rhythm, you'll hear your breath. It's almost kind of like an oceanic sound. It's really actually very soothing. It's very nice. It should feel good. And then we'll bring the thighs together. We're going to separate the feet so that your heels are in line with your hips. Yeah, we'll walk your heels up towards your glutes, and then we'll drop your palms flat outside of your hips, and we're gonna lift the hips up towards the sky. We're gonna engage through the glutes right here, pressing the pelvis through the ceiling, and then we'll lower it down nice and slow. And then go ahead and take it up, find the squeeze, and we'll lower it down, and we'll take it up again, 2 ropes on the hips, and we'll lower it down. And then let's take the lift and we'll keep it lifted and extend your right leg out. And keep your right leg as high as your left. We're gonna flex your toes in. We're gonna stay on the high end and it's gonna be just a little pulse on the high end. Let's take it up for 8, 7, we're pushing through that left glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we'll stay lifted. We'll drop that right heel down. We'll extend that left leg out. We're gonna engage through that right glute a little stronger, flex the toes in. Let's take the little drop, down and up. Here we go for 8, 7, we're pushing through that right heel, 6, 5, the focus is on the right glute, 4, 3, 2, 2 feet are in the floor, the hips are gonna stay high, and it's gonna be a little pulse here, halfway down and up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it up on 1. We're gonna hold it. We're gonna breathe through it. We're gonna keep squeezing it. Very nice. 1 vertebrae at a time. We'll come on down. Hug the knees up into your chest. Let's find rock and roll. So we're just gonna massage the whole length of your back on your mat. So we'll tap the heels and lift up through the spine. Take that touch, find the lift, nice. Just some length through the spine, so you don't have to really exaggerate it, just what feels good for you. Let's find 4 more. So you're going all the way back, 4, nice, 3, for 2, 1 more. On this time, we'll come up, cross the edges of your feet, and step back into a high plank. And let's settle into our high plank position. So feet are as wide as your hips, and we're on that angle from your shoulders to your hips, through your knees and your ankles. We're on a nice angle. And if you're modifying, you'll bring the knees to the floor, and we'll keep the hips, nice little pelvic tuck here. Yeah, and if you're not modifying, you'll keep the knees lifted, so go ahead and lift them up if you don't need it. Yeah, and we're pushing, so we're gonna fill up the upper back a little bit, drive the chest away from the floor, and we're engaged through the abdominals, so we're just starting to turn those guys on. And then we're gonna lift your right foot off the floor. So you can reach through your toes on this one, and then we're just gonna bring your right knee up into your chest, and then drive your hips up, and bring your nose in towards your knee. We're tucking it up. And then we're gonna extend the toes back and reset that plank. And then find a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're gonna round and tuck it up. So drive it in nice and tight. See if you can get it to touch there. And then we'll go ahead and extend the toes back. Let's breathe in. As you exhale, we're gonna round and tuck it up. Let's take it nice and tight here for 3, for 2, very nice. And we'll push the toes to the back wall. Hang on to that plank. And if you're modifying, you can always have that left knee in the floor. Let's breathe in as you exhale. Let's tuck it up and hold it. Round and tuck it. Get it higher. Yeah, lift it up. 5, drive it. 4, 3, for 2, step your right foot back. We're gonna hold the plank position. We'll bring the feet a little wider than the hips, so just go ahead and step those out. And then we're gonna bring your right fingertips to touch lightly onto your left shoulder. So right fingertips, and we're gonna turn that right hip down when we do that. And then we'll switch sides. So control it in the hips, left fingertips. I want you to keep turning that left hip down. Yeah, it's a light little touch. And then we'll place that left palm down. Stay right here. So we're still squeezing through the thighs on this one. And then we'll do that again. We're gonna take your right fingertips and touch it lightly on that left shoulder. So we're not holding on to it, it's just a light little touch. And then we'll place it down. We're gonna keep the hips shining like headlights. Left fingertips are gonna touch. We'll let that left elbow shine down to the floor, and we'll place it down. Let's do that again. Right fingertips come into the left side. We're working it, turn that hip down, and then left to the right. Work the pause. We'll place the left palm down. Right fingertips come into the left side. And then the left guys come into the right. Very nice. We'll place it down, walk your feet in line with your hips. Let's lengthen into your down dog. So let your head drop low, let your seat drive high. Line your middle fingers up with your shoulders. Very nice. Turn your elbows in. So we're engaged through the triceps. Triceps are on. Beautiful. Seat is extended. Head is relaxed. So right now, just say an easy no. Let your head turn side to side slowly. And then let the head relax back center. And we'll shift back into your high plank position. High plank here. We're gonna point the left toes back behind you. And then find that deep breath in as you drive your chest away. And as you exhale, round and tuck it. Yeah, let the hips drive up, bring the nose to the knee, tuck it strong and push stronger. And then point the toes to the back wall. Find a deep breath in. As you exhale, round and tuck it. Let's take it up just a little bit higher, a little bit higher. Yeah, push the toes to the back wall. Reset the plank. Squeeze in that right glute. Breathe in as you exhale. Let's tuck it up. Tuck it a little deeper. Yeah, keep the shoulders stacked a little bit more. Nicely done. And then point the toes back. Breathe it in. And as you exhale, round and tuck it up. Let's hold it here. Take it high. Feel it. Own it. 5, 4. Keep the lift on. 3, 2. Step the left foot back. And then separate the feet a little bit wider. Or you can go even wider than that. So if you need a little more of something, then you can certainly go even wider than that. So right here, we're going to tuck up through the hips. We're squeezing through the thighs. We're keeping the glutes on. We're going to take the right fingertips and we're going to bring it to the left shoulder. And if it's available, lift that left foot a little bit off the floor. Work the shake in it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Place them both down. Easy. Reset the hips. And then bring the left fingertips to the right shoulder. Lift the right toes a little bit. Work the shake in it. Let's own it here for 3, 2, and 1. We'll place it down. Beautiful. Let's find child's pose. So go ahead and bring your knees to the floor. Take a seat back. Reach the fingertips out. And then we'll come into a long dog, downward facing dog. We'll stretch your right leg up to the sky. Bend that knee and roll open through your right hip. Take the heel and push it strong to the side wall. Sweep your right foot through your hands. Slide your left foot back. So let's work right here. We're just in a runner's lunge. We're going to lift the arms out to the side. Come on up. Palms face each other. We're squeezing that back glute. We'll drop down through the right seat. And then we'll bring the left knee down easy to the floor. Hands come to the heart center. We're going to breathe in. And as you exhale, let's just take the edge of that left elbow and work the twist here. Palms are pressing. And we're just breathing. On the exhales, we're going to rotate the torso and let the right rib cage keep stacking on top of the left. And if you feel like you want to lift that back leg, you can go ahead and lift it up and go for a different sensation somewhere else. Beautiful. Remember, you're not laying down. There's no body weight laying down on that leg. We're lifting the torso up. We're rolling the rib cage back. Very nice. And then we'll come back up into the lunge. Separate the hands. Reach up nice and tall. And then take your right hand and grab your left wrist and lift up out of your left shoulder. Inhale as you exhale, reach to your right side. Stretch it open. Breathe into the left rib cage. Let your chin drop. Let your neck stay long. And then come back center, palms face each other. Find the inhale as you exhale. We're going to reach out to the front wall, lower down. One nice fluid motion. Step back into your high plank. Let's come down onto the forearms so that we're in a forearm plank position. We're going to tuck up again through the hips here. We're going to squeeze through the thighs. If you want to modify, you're with me. Knees will be in the floor. If you feel stronger, you're going to lift those legs up. So we're going to lift your right foot off the floor. Bend your right knee and curl your heel in so that your heel stacks on top of your knee. So again, a modification, left knee would be down in the floor. We're going to take a nice little glute press. So go ahead and push that heel through the roof for 8, 7, draw from the abdominals, 6, 5 from that glute, 4 from that hamstring, 3, 2, and 1. We'll drop that right foot. We'll lift the left foot up, bend that knee, drive yourself away a little more so the hamstring is on, the foot is flexed. Let's push it up right here for 8, 7, nothing else is bouncing, 6, 5, the rest of the body stays nice and still, 4, 3, 2, let's step it back, very nice. And then we're going to take that right foot up again, bend that right knee, yeah, flex that right foot, and then we're going to take your right knee towards your left elbow, your left tricep. So rotate the hip, yeah, cross it over, And then we're going to push the heel up towards the ceiling and find a little glute press for 4, no butts are up, 3, yeah, 2, take a pause, cross it over, cross it, drive it up, keep working it up, come back and set that plank, take a pause, and it's a little push. Let's take it up for 4, 3, we're squeezing that left quad, 2, very nice, hold it here, breathe in as you exhale, cross it over, drive it up, keep driving it, keep lifting it, fantastic, come back, set the plank, and then push it up, 4, 3, 2, and let's take a pause right here, final round, breathe it in as you exhale, we're gonna cross it over, we're gonna hold it up, watch the shoulders, bring the heel to the sky, reset your plank. Let's find a final round right here for 4, 3, 2, we'll drop that right foot. One palm at a time, we're gonna come on up, and then we're gonna find our first chaturanga. Let's lower down nice and easy, tucking the elbows in. Upward facing dog, we're gonna bring the shoulder blades back towards each other, feel good. Downward facing dog, we'll find the exhale. Let's bend the knees until they're almost in the floor. Take a light jump or an easy step. Feet come to the front of your mat. We're gonna find a lift halfway. Let's breathe in. As you exhale, we're gonna fold in tight towards your shins. As you inhale, touch outside, come up strong, all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Come on down nice and low. Halfway lift, breathe in, step or float back to your high plank. Chaturanga, we're lowering down. No shoulder shrug. Up dog, we're inhaling. Come on up, pull it together. Downward facing dog, we'll breathe out. Beautiful. Make your way to the front. Find the lift. Halfway, breathe in. As you exhale, fold a little deeper, feel a little more. Come on up to the sky, straight legs, reach it all the way high. Forward fold, come on down, nice and low. Halfway lift, we're gonna breathe in here. Find your high plank. Chaturanga, we're gonna lower down easy, upward facing dog. Let's inhale, downward facing dog. Let's breathe out. One more time, we'll make it to the front. Lift halfway, inhale, feet come together. Exhale, fold it in. Maybe the legs are straight now. Inhale to the sky, come on up, nice and tall. Breathe in high, exhale, forward fold. Come on down, strong and low. Halfway lift, we'll breathe in here, find your high plank. Chaturanga, we're gonna lower down nice and slow. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Chaturanga, because you're strong enough, come back and hold it. For 5, hold it. For 4, tuck the belly button up a little bit. 3, yeah. For 2, ask a little more of yourself. Downward facing dog on 1. Left leg gets high. Left foot lunges. Sweep it up. Crescent lunge. Come on up. Very nice. Remember, we're gonna work those shoulders back just a little bit because now we're starting to get warm inside the shoulders. So we're gonna stretch and reach them back. And then we'll bring the palms to the heart. Let's breathe in. As you exhale, we're gonna take that twist, just the edge of the right elbow. It's coming to the outside edge of the left knee. And then slow and easy, bring the right knee down and then work your twist. So you can close your eyes here. That's a really nice balance challenge. If your eyes are closed, on the inhales, you're lifting your torso away from your thigh, away from your mat. On the exhales, you're rotating. If it has a little more, you're rotating through that left rib cage. If you feel like you want to lift that back knee and work the breaths there, you can lift that back knee, add another little element to it. Keep working the twist. The back's getting flatter to the right side, and we're starting to feel the warmth that we're building up. Back to your lunge, so reach the arms up high. Breathe it in. As you exhale, reach out, fold forward. We're in a high plank and we're down on the forearms. So this was a little bit of a longer series. So remember, if you need to, take those modifications. They're really important and they're there for good reason. So if you need to take a break, it's right there for you the whole time. And then you'll realize that you're going to get stronger and stronger as you're flowing through this practice. So go ahead and lift that left foot up, bend that knee. So you're curling the heel in, find a deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're gonna take the cross. So rotate the hip and drive it up. For 5, keep lifting that leg, keep twisting it. 4, keep pushing yourself away from the floor. 3, 2, let the heel come up to the sky, and then it's a little press right here for 4, 3, 2. I want you to control it. Stay right here. Breathing in. If you're tired, you can drop that foot right here. On the exhale, take the twist. Rotate it here. Yeah, keep lifting that leg. Bring the heel back up to the sky. Reset the hips first. Now let's press it for 4, 3, 2. Yeah, take a pause. Breathe it in as you exhale. Find the cross. We're rotating the hip. We're driving that leg up. We're lifting it. It's a lot of work. We're pushing from the forearms. Let's bring the heel back up to the ceiling. Let's find the press. For 4, 3, the squeeze. For 2, nicely done. Take a moment. Breathe it in as you exhale. Yeah, work it. Work for it. Keep lifting it. Keep turning it. Heel is to the sky. So bring it back. Yep. Take a pause right here. Reset the hips. Now push it up. For 4, 3, no bounce. 2, step that foot back. Let's hold the plank here. So hopefully heart rate is up. You should be working on this one. We're squeezing through the quads. And there's breaks as much as you need them along the way. So if it's too much, you know what to do. If it's not enough, you know what to do. Turn up the heat. One palm at a time. Come on up. We're in a high plank. Right wrist is under the shoulder. And the right foot staggers in front of the left. So we're in a staggered side angle right here. We're going to drive away from the floor. We're going to square the hips out to the side wall that's in front of you with your chest. And then go ahead and lift that right leg up. That bottom leg is going to lift. We're going to take the bottom of the foot out to the side wall. Yeah, we're going to keep the lift on here. We're just holding it, doing the work, holding it. We're trying to get it higher the whole time we're here. Yep, we're just trying to lift it. We're still lifting for 3, for 2. Come on into a high plank. Beautiful. Chaturanga, we're down easy. Up dog, we're inhaling. Downward facing dog. On the exhale, go ahead and take that right hand that you were working on and bring it to the outside of your left wrist and give it a little break. I mean your left ankle or your left knee, and find a pull. So you could be on the inside or outside of it. Yeah, bend that elbow. Use that right arm strength to twist and feel. Let's take a few heel lifts here. So keep that twist on and just lift and lower the heels. Just move a little bit through the calves. Lengthen a little bit through the Achilles. Open up a little bit through the arches of the feet. Breathe into the toes. Find your shift into your high plank. Left wrist is coming under the shoulder. We're going to stagger that bottom foot in front of the top. So first find your stagger and get your hips nice and square. Yeah, there's electricity running through the fingertips already. So no lazy arms, right? We're bringing it. We're bringing all the energy that we have into the whole body, and then go ahead and lift that left leg up and take it out as far as your hip will let you go. Yeah, and then we're going to keep lifting that leg up, and we're going to keep striving to get it up. Yeah, and we're going to keep striving to lift it. That's it. For 5, for 4, keep working on it. For 3, for 2, come on into your high plank. Left hand takes the outside of your right knee or your right wrist. We're going to twist it. Beautifully strong, Mare. Very nice. Body weight shifts a little bit to the opposite side, so you're evening out your hips, and we're pulling with that left arm. We're chilling out through the neck, so make sure that you're not tucking your chin up. You just feel real relaxed through there. Find a few heel lifts. Go ahead and lift it up and down. Yes. Little squeeze. And then open yourself up long into your dog. Right leg is going to get high. Right foot lunges, left foot turns. We're coming up into warrior 1. So we're turning that back foot. We're squaring the hips. We'll reach the arms up. I realize I forgot that stretch on the other side in our lunge. Interlace your fingers over your head. Pointer fingers are going to drive up to the sky. And then close your eyes and just take a little bit side to side. Just to where that feels nice coming out of the rib cage. Come back center and find warrior 2. Go ahead and slide it open. Right arm's going to come forward. We'll drop down through the shoulders. We're going to lift the arms up, equal energy. So both arms are as high as they're going to be with each other. Yeah, we're stacking that right knee. We're going to drop the seat down a little bit. We're inside that left inner thigh. And then we'll shine the right palm to the ceiling. Breathe in as you exhale. Reverse the warrior on this one. You can stretch it back a little bit. Don't jam into the low back, but you could reach a little bit overhead if that feels good through the right rib cage. We're light on the left, so we're not leaning any body weight into that left leg. We're not jamming on that left kneecap. Cartwheel flow through to your high plank. And let's come down onto the forearms into a forearm plank position. And we're going to find a little march off the balls of the feet. So it's a straight leg lift. So we're squeezing through the glute, and we're going to slow it down a little bit. So squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and lift. Yeah, squeeze it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold 2 feet in the floor, and then we're going to take little steps out, just a little step. So step a few inches, yeah, a little bit and bring it back, a little bit and bring it back, maybe 5, 6 inches, a little bit and little, awesome. 8 and 7 and 6, where are the forearms? 5, you're driving far away from the floor. 4, if you need a break, you're holding the plank. 3, on your knees. 2, one more. Let's hold it here. Palms were coming up. Chaturanga, we're going to lower it down. Up dog, we'll breathe it in. Let up dog feel good. Close your eyes. Let your breath flow. Stay in your upward facing dog. Yeah, let your knees come to the floor. Stay in modified up dog. Keep the quads squeeze in. Let your right shoulder come forward. Let your chin turn to the left. And then switch sides. Take that a little bit, side to side. Just moving a little bit through the torso so that you can lengthen a little more. Use your warmth for yourself. Come back center. Press from the knees to the toes. We're in down dog with a high left leg. Let's reach it up. Left foot lunges, right foot turns. Warrior one, we're going to come on up. And we're going to drive that right hip forward. Yeah, we'll interlace the fingers. We'll stretch up through the biceps. Close the eyes, a little stretch, side to side. Gorgeous. And then warrior two, we'll slide open. So in warrior two, we're going to find electricity through the fingertips. We'll relax through the neck. Chin is where the neck feels good. If it feels good, you can look down through the middle finger of that left hand. Make your drishti be there. Nice little place to zone in. Left palm's going to flip. We're breathing in as you exhale. We'll find your reach back. We're light on that right leg. We're peeling back through that right quad. We're lengthening through that left tricep. Cartwheel flow through to your high plank. So let's stay in a high plank position, tucking up through the pelvis for a moment. And then we're going to take your right foot and we're going to step it to the outside of your right pinky so that you are in a wide stance runner's lunge. So that right foot just took a big step, and if it doesn't go there, you can scooch it up. We're just in a nice wide stance lunge, and we're going to walk the upper body to your left. So go ahead and just walk your upper body just as far to the left as that's working for you. We're trying to keep the right seat low. If you need a little relief, if you need a little moment for yourself, you can drop that left knee down to the floor. And if you don't, keep it lifted. Left wrist is going to find its way under the shoulder where it feels good. Right arm's going to reach open to the sky. And then I want you to look down at the floor. So come out of your neck and reach that right arm over your head. Let your right palm shine down. And then see if you can drop that right seat just a tiny bit. And we're going to walk the hands back in to the inside of your right foot. So now what I want you to do is heel toe your right foot wider. So just widen your stance. Heel it over to the right side. Get on the edge of your right foot. That might be deep enough for you, so you might stay right here. Don't forget, you can always drop that left knee. I want you to bring your upper body a little bit to the left, just a little bit, an inch or two, and then take your right palm inside of your right thigh and kind of stiff arm it away. Roll open through that right shoulder. So you're kind of you're saying from your shoulder, get so far away from my knee if I can, so that you can feel that adductor open up. Now, it might even feel better for you to start to bend and straighten that leg and move around through the inner thigh, through the psoas here, so you can do that. If that's not working for you, you're not doing it. You're just going to hold it there. So just a few breaths through it. We'll drop that foot and we're gonna heel toe it back in line so that your knee and your ankle are in line with each other. One hand is on either side of your foot. So we're back in the lunge, and then we're gonna step your right foot back into a high plank position. And we'll step your left foot up so that it comes to the outside of your left pinky. So remember, you could be kinder to your heel than I just was. Remember that one side is usually more cooperative than the other. So if you had to drop a knee on one side, maybe you don't hear, or vice versa. So just think about where you are. Where's that back heel right now? Can you push a little energy through your back heel and drop down through your left seat? And then let your upper body come over to the right side and push yourself away from the floor. So bring your chest further away. Keep all of your toes facing the front of your mat. So don't pivot that back foot. And then we're going to take your right wrist where it feels comfortable under your shoulder and reach your left arm open. Reach up towards the sky. And then I want you to look down so that you get the strain out of your neck and reach your arm overhead. Yeah, so create that length. Feel it. Breathe it. Drop that left seat if it feels good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Two hands come back inside that left foot. We'll walk the torso back. Now I want you to widen your stance. Take that foot and just heel toe it over. As wide as it wants to go. We're going to get on the edge, the outside edge of your foot, and we're going to bring your upper body a little bit to the right. So it's like an inch or two, just slightly. And we're going to take that left palm inside of your left knee, and we're going to roll open through your left rib cage. So just use it as some leverage to feel. And we've been here for a little bit, so you can always bring that right knee down to the floor if you need it. If it feels good, you're going to bend and straighten like we did on the other side. Or if you didn't, then you're not. We're just moving it around. Feels good. Slowly come back center, heel toe that foot back. One hand on either side of your foot is right here, unless you need to keep them both in. So if you're really tight, you can keep them both in and step back that way. I just have the flexibility to be able to sweep it through, so I go for a little bit more if I can. We're in a high plank position, and now we're in the floor. So let's lower all the way down to the floor, relax and release, cheek to one side. Let it go. And then we're going to interlace the fingers behind your back and bring your chin neutral, center. We're just going to lift the upper body up. And yeah, lengthen through your biceps so arms are long and straight. Lift them only as high as it feels good. And then look down at the front line of your mat so that your neck stays nice and long. And then squeeze your glutes first. So those guys always protect the low back. Once the glutes are on, then we'll lift the legs up and reach the toes back. Let your arms come into airplane wings, so go ahead and separate them out. Yeah, middle fingers are to the back wall. Now the arms are going to lift a little higher, and then the thighs are going to lift up a little more, and the toes are going to reach back, and then we're going to lift them both together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to come into downward facing dog and reverse that. Create the length through the spine. And we'll stretch the right leg up nice and high. Right foot lunges, left foot turns. Let's stay here with the hands in the floor. And we're going to straighten that front leg. So now we're working with 2 straight legs. And we're going to find those airplane arms again. So go ahead and spread the wings out. Yes, let your chest hover over that right thigh. Just create your length and feel here. Let your chin tuck in a little bit. Get long. And then interlace your fingers behind your back and reach through your knuckles. Let's stay here. And then pivot onto the ball of that back foot. So just turn all the toes. Yeah, and you can widen your stance so you can heel toe that right foot now to get wider. Find a breath in as you lift the chest all the way up. Come on up here, inhale. As you exhale, take a forward fold. If you can keep your fingers interlaced, go for it. So maybe you're dropping your right shoulder on the inside of that right knee. So maybe you're using that a little bit as leverage to turn it out or not, but we're keeping that front knee bent. Yes. And then release the hands down, one on either side of your right foot. Come on into your high plank. And chaturanga, we're gonna lower down and we're gonna find 4 little push-ups. For 4, the whole body's coming with us. For 3, for 2, and then up dog, we'll breathe it in. If you want another added chaturanga, come here and bring it in. You can always do that to make it more of a challenge. Downward facing dog, we'll exhale. That's available in every single practice that you're doing. And we'll bend the knees and make your way up to the front of your mat. Come on up, find the lift halfway. We're gonna breathe in as you exhale. We're gonna fold deep as you inhale. We're gonna find chair pose, drop the seat. So drop down, tuck the pelvis, reach the arms up, get long in your chair pose, get strong in your chair pose. Let your seat drop down a little more. And then go ahead and keep your arms where they are and drive your right thigh up into your chest. Just tuck it up. Keep the arms long. Let's keep the tuck here. Yeah, for 5, keep lifting that right thigh. For 4, keep picking it up if you can. For 3, get it closer to your chest. For 2, find a breath in as you exhale, warrior 3. We're just gonna push the heel to the back wall and we're gonna hinge at the hips and we're gonna reach the middle fingers out to the front wall and we'll turn that right hip down. And then we're gonna come back up into the single leg squat. So arms will be in chair on that angle. Right thigh is going to drive up into the chest. Toes are flexing in. Yeah, keep driving that thigh high. Breathe it in as you exhale, warrior 3. We're going to push the heel back. We're going to find a long table from the shoulders to the hips. Let's find that single leg seated squat. So let's drive it up. Go ahead and drive that right thigh in. Keep lifting it up. We're flexing through the toes for 5. It's good work here. For 3, for 2. Breathe in as you exhale, warrior 3. Push it out, flex and turn it. Yeah, feel and own it. Lift that back leg, it's yours. Lift the arms up, they're yours. Find the breath in as you exhale, single leg seated squat. Last one, make it your best. Smoke it down. If you need a break, you can drop that right foot. If you don't, lift that thigh higher. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale as you exhale, warrior 3. Here we go. Let's reach it out. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let the feet meet, bring the hands to the heart center. Find a breath in chair pose. On the exhale, edge of the right elbow is gonna twist it. Outside edge of the left knee. Kneecaps are not coming forward of the toes. We're squeezing through the thighs. Right hand drops, left arm reaches. Close your eyes and enjoy the opportunity to just breathe into the twist. Let the heart rate come back a little bit. Forward fold, straight legs, dive in. Halfway lift, we'll breathe in here. Find your high plank. Point your right toes to the wall behind you or not, it's up to you. We're gonna lower down on a 4 count, so let's take it slow for 4, 3, 2. Let's stay right here. We're coming up for 4, 3, 2. We'll switch the feet. Left toes are pointing back. Breathe in as you exhale. Let's lower it down. 4, 3, 2. Stay right here. Inhale as you exhale, we're coming up. 4, 3, 2. 2 feet are in the floor. Chaturanga, we're down. Up dog, we're breathing in. Chaturanga, we're coming back to a little work. Downward facing dog with a high left leg. Left foot lunges, right foot turns. Hands will stay right here. Hands will stay here. Yeah, we'll straighten that left leg. Airplane wings, let's fly. Reach the arms out. A little lift through the front of the chest. We're creating the length and we're using the strength. So we're lifting up, we're squeezing the scaps together. For 3, for 2, and then let's pivot that back foot. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Yeah, reach through the knuckles and come up into the lunge. So slide your right foot back, let your left seat drop, widen your stance a little bit. Inhale as you exhale, take a slow fold. Keep the fingers interlaced or the thumbs locked if you can. You're working with a little towel. Let your head drop and your gaze is to your right toes. So let your eyes follow through to the back of your mat. And maybe you're using that left shoulder a little bit to push on the inside of that left knee. We're just trying to open up a little bit through that inner thigh. And then one hand on either side of that left foot, and we'll find your high plank. Right up into your down dog. Very nice. And then go ahead and take a straight leg, as best you can, straight legs. Little walk with your feet staying as wide as your hips, walking your toes up to your wrists. Yeah, and then drop your palms flat onto your shins and lengthen through your spine and inhale. And as you exhale, wrap your forearms behind your calves, hug yourself in, and then let your arms hang loose. And one vertebrae at a time, come on up, nice and slow. Head is gonna lift last. We'll shrug the shoulders up and roll them back for 3. Shrug them up and roll it for 2. Find the shrug and the roll. Okay, so let's have a little fun. Let's switch it up with some balance. So we're gonna take our block and our weighted ball. And if you don't have a block, then you can stay right on the floor. So bring yourself into the center of your mat so that you feel a little bit more balanced. Yeah, and we're gonna step up on your block with your right foot in the center of it. So right foot is in the center of your block. And we will be coming back to that other side with that other leg, but we're gonna smoke that opposite leg for a moment. So right foot, center of your block. Make sure that you're not on a foam. If you are on a foam block, don't use the block. Just use the floor, because those foam blocks have a tendency to flip, so I'd like you to not do that. Drive your left thigh up into your chest and flex your left toe. So maybe you have a water bottle, maybe you're working with a free weight, maybe you're working with a ball. A ball is nice because sometimes you can kind of play around with tossing it up and down. So that's really fun. I'm sure there are no weighted balls to be had on Amazon these days, but somewhere down the road you can always get one. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna reach the arms up overhead with the ball overhead, the weight overhead, and we're gonna take that ball out to the left side, and we're gonna bring your right arm out to the right side. And then we're gonna keep the arms so that the wrists don't drop lower than the shoulders, and we'll have a slight bend in the elbows, so just a little bit. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna find a little lift on the left. So keep driving that left thigh high, and we're gonna find just a little lift with that ball on the left. Yeah, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're gonna exchange it. So we're gonna bring the ball up overhead, and we're gonna bring it out to the right side. And we're gonna find a little lift here for 8, 7, keep lifting that left thigh, 6, 5, you gotta zone into your dristi on this one, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back up overhead, and then hold the ball with your left hand and bring your right arm out to the right side. And we're gonna still drive that thigh up nice and high. We're still flexing through the toes. And then we're gonna bring the ball out in front of you with your palm up. And we're gonna keep a slight bend in that elbow, and it's gonna be a little lift right here. And I just probably got in Marilee's dristi. 7, how obnoxious. 6, 5, if you're doing this with a friend, 4, you're in trouble. 3, unless you live with them, 2, and 1, and then bring it back up overhead. But if you are doing it with a family member, make sure you're aware of their dristi. So let's go ahead and take that out. Yeah, drive that thigh high, and then it's a little lift right here for 8, 7, where's that leg? 6, keep lifting it up. 5, look strong. 4, awesome. 3, that's gorgeous. 2, bring the ball back up overhead. Now here's an opportunity. Breathe in as you exhale. Warrior 3, bring the ball to your chest as you find warrior 3. So lower body, yeah, we're gonna keep the weight in the center of the chest. And now we're gonna take that weight out to your left side. So go ahead and reach it straight out to the left and let the palm shine up towards the sky, and then reach your right arm out to the right side. Yeah. And then we're gonna find a little lift right here. So go ahead and lift it up for 8, 7, just on that left arm, 6, just with the weight, 5, right arm stays still, 4, 3, 2, we'll exchange it center of the chest. Very nice, reach it out, palms are up, chest is lifted. Here we go, let's take the lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, still in control of that back leg. 2, looks amazing. Take the ball with 2 hands, come down to the floor, place the ball down, grab your right hand to your right leg, give yourself a little love. Yeah, it's just a nice vertical split. We're just folding in. So feeling the stretch through that right leg for 5, 4. We're gonna walk your hands to your hips and lift your torso halfway up for airplane. First, grab the hips, and I want you to stay there. With your hands on your hips, point your toes back now and lift your back leg. Let's fly. Spread the wings out. Upper body's lifted. 5. Phenomenal. 4, 3, 2. Come on up and step it down nice and easy. Shake the legs out. Roll the shoulders back. Nice work. We're gonna clear off our space, and we're gonna come into a long dog, downward facing dog here. And then go ahead and lift your right leg up. Bend your right knee, pivot your left foot, and go ahead and flip your dog. So we'll find a little flip in between. So some people like to keep a straight, one leg straight, one knee bent. You can bend both knees and lift the hips. Whatever feels better for you. We're keeping that left shoulder stacked. Yeah, close your eyes. This one is a feel good, so do just that. Get in it and feel good. It's not always about making yourself feel like you need to work so hard in every single pose. Let go where you can. Relax through your face, through your teeth. Release through your neck. Come back into your high plank. Come on into your down dog. Let your seat drive high. And then go ahead and lift that left leg up. Let's find the pivot. Go ahead and flip that dog to the other side. So even yourself out. We're driving up through the hips. So if you have that one leg straight, you can always lift that back heel. We're pushing off through the heel. If not, 5. We're reaching for it. 4. Let yourself enjoy it. 3. For 2. It's a slow motion flip back into your down dog. And then we're going to take that walk, that little walk again with straight legs. So let's go deeper into the hamstrings now. Bring yourself all the way up to the front of your mat. In your chair pose, we're going to drop the squat. Chair pose, we're dropping the seat. So the arms are on an angle. We're tucking through the pelvis a little bit. We're squeezing through the thighs. The deeper you sit, the harder you work. So that means that if you need a little break, give yourself the gift of coming up a little higher. We're going to drive that left thigh up into your chest. We're going to flex through the toes. We're going to create the length, upper back staying tall. It's a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going slow and easy. So we're hinging at the hips. We're going to push back through that heel, and we're going to elongate through the arms. So I want you to lift the limbs up for 5, 4, 3. We're going to find the seated squat. So go ahead and drop the seat as you drive your left thigh. Yeah, smoke that seat down. Drive that thigh higher. Feel something. Breathe it in. As you exhale, let's go for it. Find the push out, the electricity through the fingertips, the drive through the limbs to lift it up. Looks amazing. Inhale. As you exhale, let's find that seated squat. Go for it. Drop it down. Yeah, smoke it in. Work that right knee away from the toes. Find the inhale. As you exhale, here we go. Let's push through it. Yeah, let's work for it. 5, 4, let's get it. 3, for 2. Final round, make it your best. Here we go. Drop the seat. Yeah. Smoke it in, lift the left thigh, drive the right knee back, stay here. 5. Keep working that left leg up. 4. Keep working it. 3. There's an inhale here as you exhale. Let's bring it home. Final 1, warrior 3. Yeah, arms are lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, chair pose, drop the squat, hands come to the heart center, knees come away from the toes, breathe in. As you exhale, we're twisting it up. So we're gonna take that right rib cage, yeah, open it up. Left hand drops, right arm reaches. Let's drive in. Let's feel it. 5, 4, 3, 2, chair pose, because we're working because we can. 5, keep working it low. 4, 3, keep smoking it lower. For 2, stand tall. Relax through the quads. Shrug and roll the shoulders back. Okay, so let's catch that, that left foot on your block. So we're gonna go to the other side. Take your balance challenge with you, your ball or whatever it is that you're using. Left foot is gonna be in the center, and we're gonna find our dristi, and we're gonna come on up. And we're gonna drive that right thigh up into your chest. Very nice. And then we're gonna take that ball, and we're gonna reach it up overhead with your right arm. So go ahead and just reach it up. Here, yeah, keep it there. And then I want you to bring your left arm out to the left side and bring the ball back behind you in between your shoulder blades. So you're going to bring it as far back as you can. We're going to keep that bicep tucked close to the ear, and we're just going to extend it straight up. Put it through the roof. Find the squeeze here. Yeah, lower it all the way down. Try to touch it, and then squeeze it up. So I want you to think about, yeah, lower it down. We're still lifting that right leg. There's a lot that's going on. I want you to think about it all. Squeeze it. 3. Remember, you're in charge of lowering it down. Otherwise, gravity's just going to take it from you. 4. So you be in charge of that weight the whole time, and then put it up through the ceiling. Yeah, you be in charge the whole time, and then squeeze it up. Yes. 2 more. Where's that right thigh? We're still lifting that right leg. For 2, if you're really tired, you can bring the heel back behind you. If you need to, switch it overhead. Right arm comes out. Tuck that left bicep in. Yeah, breathe it in. Let's go for it. Here we go. In between the shoulder blades. Touch it. Feel it. Squeeze. Yeah, bring it back. So think about using that tricep. Every single one counts. Think about it. Put it up through the ceiling. Yeah, squeeze it. Everyone is on. Still, right thigh is driving up with energy. We have 4 more. Abdominals are on the whole time. 4. Keep that squeeze on. For 3. Squeeze it here. For 2. Excellent. We're going to change it overhead. Change it right here. Yeah, and then we're going to bring that arm alongside of the body, alongside, drop it down alongside of your hip. And we're going to keep the left arm out to the left side. Sorry, Mare. And then we're going to take that ball and we're going to squeeze it straight back behind you. Find a little lift. 7. Keep it tucked in close. 6. Yeah. 5. Right thigh is still driving up. Left quad's doing a lot of work. 4. Left butt cheek is on. 3 the whole time. For 2, switch it overhead. So go ahead and take it up. Yeah, drop it alongside of that left hip. Reach the right middle finger out to the side wall. Let's squeeze it straight back. Stay on the high end. 7, 6, keep squeezing it. 5, 4, 3, 2. That ball's coming center of your chest. Breathe in as you exhale. Warrior 3. Take the slow fold. Hold it here. So we're just going to alternate a straight arm out. Take it to the left side, lift it out. Yeah, then bring it center. Take it to the right. Squeeze it out. 7. And to the left. It's a straight arm. 6. Yep. And 5. We got 4 more. Still driving that right hip down. 4. This is a beautiful balance challenge. 3. For 2. 1 more. We're going to bring that ball center of the chest and lower all the way down into your split. So if you can't find the floor, hopefully you have another block in front of you. Let your left palm catch your left leg and then fold it in. So maybe you're only coming down to your knee. So maybe your flexibility is just to right here and you can stay right here. Maybe you're dropping that back foot to the floor to modify if you need to. 5, we're pointing through the toes. 4, we're going to use abdominals, core, hands are on the hips. We're only lifting the torso halfway up. With your hands on your hips, lift that back leg. Yeah, bring it right here. Now let's fly. Airplane wings for 8, 7. Arms are lifting. 6, 5, 4, 3. For 2, come on up and step it off. Shake the legs out a little bit. Excellent. Let's find a wide straddle. So we'll clear off your space and just come into a nice wide straddle where your big toes are in a little bit towards each other. So we're slightly pigeon-toed so that we protect the knees. And then we're going to stretch the arms up to the sky. Find a deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're just going to hinge at the hips and push the seat back. We're going halfway down. We're going to stay halfway. So we're breathing into the hamstrings that we just asked the glutes to do a lot of work. Just push back through your seat. And then let your right palm drop to the floor. And if that is not available, you can certainly use a block. So you take your block underneath and then reach your left arm up to the sky. So as you're reaching that left arm up towards the sky, I want you to think about on the inhales, extending it up, and on the exhales, rolling it open. And again, doesn't matter where you want to bring your chin, it's all about where it feels like you're not straining in that neck. We're still exaggerating a little bit through the seat. We're going to bring your left palm to your low back or to your right hip. So if you can reach it out to the right hip, go ahead and grab it. And then we're gonna walk your right hand over to your left leg. Lift your chest up and breathe in. And as you exhale, here's a nice opportunity to fold and feel. So the whole time we're here, and I can hear Marilee's breath, good Ujjayi breathing. The whole time we're here, we're finding the full inhales and the deep exhales. Then I want you to release your left hand behind with your right and see if you can work your torso a little more to the outside edge of that left knee. And then we'll come center. We're just going to hang out. So grab your elbows, hang yourself out into your ragdoll if it feels good. You're swaying side to side. You can make it big or keep it little. And then what I want you to do is bring your fingertips to the floor and just move your hips side to side without bending your knees. Just go inside the hips a little bit, side to side. And then we're going to walk that upper body out into a high plank, wide straddle. So we're going to get the shoulders on top of the wrist. We're going to tuck up through the pelvis. Here, we're driving the chest away from the floor. So I think I'm still a little compromised in doing push-ups, but we'll see how it goes. So if you want to modify, you can drop the knees. And if you don't need to modify, you'll keep the knees lifted. We're going to lower down into that chaturanga, and we're going to push it up. Nice and strong. And then we'll find that low, tuck it in, and push it up. Yeah, keep it going. So we're going to lower it down and find that push. We'll take the low and push it up. We have 4 more right here for 4 strong straight arms. We're getting into it. For 3, yes. Last 2. For 2, straighten it. 1 more. Walk into the wide straddle. Very nice. Left wrist is under the shoulder. Right middle finger is going to find the sky. So we're going to lift up. We're going to peel back. And then we'll bring that right palm either to your low back or to your hip. And we're going to open the shoulder a little more. So again, you can keep it right here. You can keep it up to the sky. What's working for you? Then we're going to walk that left hand over, catch onto that leg, lift and breathe in as you exhale, fold it in. Let your chest get closer and closer into that right leg with the strength of your left arm. Release the right arm and then wrap them both behind. So work your torso around. So maybe now your chest is to the outside of that right knee, but without compromising the straight leg. So keep them nice and straight. Yeah, and then work that fold in. Let your head drop in. Let your eyes close. Keep grabbing on. 2 hands are wrapped around that right calf. And then we're going to pivot the feet to your front wall into a runner's lunge. And we'll step back into your high plank. And then we're going to lower down to the floor, come all the way down. And we're going to flip over onto your back. And then we'll bend the knees for bicycle. So lift your heels up, keep your knees bent, bring your fingertips behind your head, nice and light. And we're going to slow the bicycle down first. So we'll bring that right shoulder to your left knee and extend that right foot out. Yep, and then we're going to twist it to the other side. Find the lift on it and then twist it. Crunch it up and twist. Yeah, lower down a little bit and then twist it up a little higher. And let's work it here. So here we can breathe out of the mouth on the exhales. Find the strong exhale. Yeah, work the twist. There's a 1/1000 on that pause. While we lift it, we're pushing the low spine into your mat. Cross and lift it. Now we're going to find speed with good form. Take the twist. Yeah, we're going to work a burn here. So you're only going as fast as you can. Control the movement. Yeah, let's cross it. Let's work it another 10 seconds for 9. Can we get a little higher? 8, 7. Yeah, reach a little more. 6, 5. Really make them do the work. 4, 3, 2. Two legs are straight up to the sky. Now reach for the toes. Let's pulse it up right here for 12, 11. If you can touch your toes. 10, lower your heels down. 9, yeah. 8, make it so you can't touch. 7, 6, get a little higher. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going back into that quick bicycle. Fingertips are light. Here we go. Cross it up, cross it. You're going as fast as you can with good form only. So if you start to lose the form, slow it down. We have 10 seconds. 9, we're getting a little higher. 8, we're feeling a little more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, legs are straight up. Now reach for the toes. If you can touch them, you know what to do. Lower it down. Here we go. For 10, 9, find that reach. 8, 7, if you need to. 6, you can bring a hand behind the head. 5, if you're feeling it in the neck more. 4, 3, 2, we're going into that bicycle. Ready, set, here we go. Twist it up, drive it up, go for it. Yeah, burn it out. You got it. Can you get a little higher on it? We just have a few more seconds to find the reach and the lift, to feel the burn. Legs are up. Let's reach for it. So you can go opposite hand to toes on this one. Support the neck a little bit. Get high up on it though. Find the reach. Yeah, get high up on it. Pushing through the low spine. Right here for 6. Feel it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find a long stretch. Very nice. Reach it out. Extend it. Bring it to a feel good. Hug your right knee up into your chest. Pull it in strong. Hug it with your left hand. Stretch your right arm. Let's find a little twist here. Go ahead and guide it over. Just a little twist. Let the ear drop. Let the right shoulder blade drop into the floor. Let's come back center and find happy baby. Go ahead and catch the feet. Yeah, stack the ankles. Drive the thighs out. Work a strong pull. Straighten that right leg, hug the left knee in, little movement through the ankle. Hug it in stronger with your right hand. Breathe in as you exhale, guide it over, nice and slow. And then come back center. We're gonna flip over onto your belly. So turn yourself over, come up onto your hands and knees. Just round up a little bit, let it feel good. Tuck up, yeah, move through the hips. So this is all about what feels good for you. And then I want you to take that water bottle or take your ball with your right hand and you're gonna bring it out to the wall in front of you. So hold it out, you can have it facing down or your palm up, you choose. And then we're gonna bring that left heel up to the sky and we're gonna drive the chest away from the floor. So listen up, if this is too much for you, do it without the weight so you can keep your right thumb to the sky. We're still driving the chest away from the floor. We're gonna find a little lift right here. Let's take them both up, both limbs for 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't let that left arm collapse. 4, it's real important. 3, that you're keeping a straight arm on this left side. For 2, and for 1, I want you to hold them both up and straighten that left leg out. Now we're gonna keep a straight leg here, flex the toes in, and we're gonna take that right arm out to the right side. We're still bringing the chest away from the floor. We're gonna lift them both up. Here we go. 8, don't rush through it. 7, enjoy each little ounce of work. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1. Bring that left heel out to the left side. Yeah. So if you need a break, you can drop that left foot to the floor. Bring your right arm straight back behind you, and we're gonna lift them up. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Each one gets a little higher. 4, we drop a little less low. 3, 2, hold it up on this one. Bring your leg back center. Keep the ball where it is. Beautiful. Now we're gonna lift them again. Straight arm, straight leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Where's your chest? 2, don't let it drop. Hold it up. We'll place the ball down easy. Bend the knee, reach back with your right hand. Catch your foot, Open through that right shoulder. Kick away, that heel away from the body. Let the toes drive up. Now, challenge the balance. Close your eyes. Eyes are closed. We're still pushing the chest away from the floor. For 5, we're on the ball of the right foot if that's available for you, because we're going to use the ball of the right foot. For 3, to push off of without dropping your left foot, find downward facing dog with a high left leg. Stretch that left leg up. And then sweep your left knee up to your left wrist and your left ankle to your right. So on this one, we're coming into half pigeon. If you want to come into a split, it's open for you to do that too. Slide that right knee back. Bring your torso slightly to the left. Breathe it in as you exhale. Take a little fold to the left side. And again, if that knee doesn't feel good and you have blocks, you can always slide a block under the knee. Let the thigh rest on it. And then there's no weight on the kneecap. So sometimes that just feels better. Sometimes it feels better to be in the floor. And we can work the floor right a little bit to the left. You know, let's take the torso now straight out in front of you. So go ahead and reach out. Or maybe you like to cross your arms one on the other and drop your head onto your forearms. Whatever feels better for you to let yourself relax and let go here. And then slow and easy. If you have the block, you'll just reach back and move it out of the way. So just bring it to one side. If you're using it, come on into your downward facing dog. And then come down onto the knees and move around however it feels good. So maybe you're tucking through the hips. Maybe you're taking the hips side to side. Maybe you're just holding. It's a nice one to hold, a lumbar stretch. You can stay totally right there if you like. And you can move one ear to the shoulder and move through the neck. So again, you're checking in with yourself because it's your practice. It's not mine. It's Marilee's practice right now as well. So whatever feels good for her. Okay, so we're going to come back onto the balls of your feet. We're going to take that ball in your left hand or whatever you're using, and we're going to bring your right heel up to the sky. So just curl it in, and both of the limbs are lifting right now. We're bringing the chest away from the floor. So we're already in the work. All we're doing is lifting those guys up, yeah. And while we're here, we're just trying to get them a little bit higher, but we're not in the movement yet. We're just holding it up high. We're still pushing the chest away. We're staying active through that right tricep. Now we're going to start it up. Here we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5. We're squeezing 4, 3. That glute is on. 2. Get that left arm to lift. Hold it up. Beautiful. Now we're going to straighten that back leg, and we'll bring a straight arm out to the left side. And then we'll take the lifts. Here we go. For 8, they're both lifting. 7, the chest is staying away from the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it up on this one, nice and strong. Now we're going to take that right leg out to the right side. Yeah, and then we'll bring that left arm back. Remember, we're trying to stay on the highest end. Let's bring it up. For 8, 7, 6. Don't let the chest collapse. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it up on this one. Bring that leg back straight to the back wall. It's one final round. Let's lift it. For 8, 7. Work on that. 6. Yeah, getting it up. 5. Feel it. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up as high as you can. Hold it here. Let the ball come down gently. Bend that knee. Catch that foot. Roll it open. Close your eyes. Work your way through the kick back, the pull on it. The right leg gets a little higher. Yeah, we're still kicking. We're on the ball of that left foot. 4, 3. We're going to use the ball of that left foot to find your down dog with a high right leg, to sweep into your half pigeon, to sweep into maybe your split. We'll slide that left knee back. We'll get the hips like 2 headlights. We'll bring the upper body a little bit to the right with a full breath in as you exhale. We'll take the fold down. And again, this is all about wherever you want to drop into. So you can thread an arm, you can cross the arms, you can reach the arms straight out. let's lift the torso. Breathe in, square yourself off. As you exhale, go ahead and find that forward fold. Remember, there's always headstands and handstands at the end of practice. If you want to move into those and then come back on your mat and, you know, hit the play button when you want to do your 10 minutes of your Shavasana. You can always find those headstands, those handstands with push-ups off the wall. That's a beautiful thing. So add it in if that's what you're looking for, and you know that you can do that safely. Certainly bring that into your practice. So very slowly, we're going to come out of this, and we're going to come into frog pose tonight. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your mat and pull it up on either side. So if you have a little towel, which we're not using right now, but if you do, you can bring a towel on one side, and that's an easier way to separate your knees. But for now, I just want you to have extra cushion on your knees. So we're just gonna fold up, and we're gonna separate the knees out, just like a frog, right? So we'll bring the knees out nice and wide. And then if you're really tight, you can you hand me that, Mary? Yeah. You can have a block or 2 blocks out in front of you, and you can just work your pose right here. And that might be enough for your hip flexors. So this is where it's at. If you feel like you want to go lower, Marily's going deeper into the stretch. Remember, if your feet don't feel good turning out like that, bring them in a place where you can relax them. So it's not about bringing yourself into this really uncomfortable place. It's about finding a comfortable discomfort. So a place where you know you're doing the work, you know it's beneficial, but it's not pain at all. We're just breathing into the hips. And then if you're up on this block for a little bit, maybe you start to feel like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just kind of see if I could come down a little bit lower. Or maybe I could slide one knee a little farther away from the other. Maybe I could push my seat back a little bit, and that brings something else into my practice, into my frog. And then you can close your eyes and really invite frog in. So just think about what it does for you to open through your hips, right? Maybe you're going to break through something tonight in this practice in frog. So when we're holding tension somewhere in our body, releasing it also allows you to release a lot of emotions too. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden you feel emotional on your mat and you want to just let yourself go, especially during this time. We've had a lot of big serious things that are happening. So allow yourself to feel the feelings as they come up. Give yourself the gift of not just sweeping it under the rug. There's full inhales and exhales in frog. So keep in mind you want to stay in that ujjayi. And if it's too intense for you, you certainly can come out of it right now. We're not going to come out of it, but if you are going to come out of it, please don't just jump out of frog. I want you to press up onto your palms and slide one knee to the other, and I'll show you that when we come out. But frog is definitely not the pose where you want to just make a quick transition. You want to really be very loving in your exit of frog pose. So if you have a little bit more that you want to find right now, go ahead and bring it into your hips. And then press yourself up onto your palms, nice and slow. And take one knee and draw a straight line over to the other knee. And then go ahead and take the hips side to side here with the knees together. And then from here, a nice place to come into is your half or full lotus. So we're going to take a seat onto your mat. And we'll bring one foot up if it's available, or maybe you're just crossing your legs, and that's fine too. And then we're just going to take a little walk with your fingertips out, as far out as you like to go. So just creating the length. But I want you to keep your sit bones rooted into the floor. So if you find that you have to peel your butt up to keep going further, then I want you to stop where you are there and drop your head. But if you feel like you can keep creating some length, yeah, and you can walk the hands out wide. You can keep them straight in front of you. And then let your head relax down. But I want you to keep the energy through the fingertips or through your palms so that you can continue to find your way through the pose here. Start to walk your torso to your left side, and then let your right hand catch your left thigh. Bring your left fingertips behind your back and straighten your spine nice and tall. And then just pull with that right arm and find the twist to the left. And walk your way back center. So reach it out. Let your head drop. Enjoy your ujjayi. We're going to take that to the right side. Let your left hand come to your right thigh. Bring your right hand behind your back and just lengthen and twist it. And then we'll come center and unravel those legs. Reverse your cross. So bring that opposite foot up. Sit back into the seat here. Bring your hands to your heart center and lift your chest up nice and tall. And let your chin drop in a little bit towards your chest. Let's shift our mind space into gratitude. So if half lotus is feeling good for you, you can stay here for your minute or your 2 minutes. You can stay here 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And throughout the minutes, you can reverse the cross unless you're in a full lotus where you pull that other foot all the way up. Or you can unravel and bring yourself into Shavasana, flat on the floor for your last few minutes. But your last few minutes are going to be spent in gratitude. So give yourself the gift of only letting the things that you feel grateful for come into your mind space. Give yourself 5, 10 good minutes here. Namaste.